Okay, so now we're going to look at bearings. These have come into level 2 since September. And again, it's protractor use. It's the bearing from one place to another. And the wording is important. And this is why. Calculating bearings. Calculate the bearing from my house to work. My house. Work. From my house. As I say, the wording is important. As you look at a map, any map, when you look at it, north is always straight up. Maps don't alter. North is always straight up. So, when you're doing a bearing, a line north goes from the middle of the dot to show the place from, just like that, and then from the middle of that you draw a straight line to the place you're looking for the bearing to. That's why this is important, from and to. That's from my house. So I don't put the north line there because that's work. I'll put it at my house. And the straight line goes to work. I'll do another one of these in a second just to show you what I'm talking about. You then get an angle created between the two lines, and that's the bearing. And you get your protractor, just as usual. You put the straight line on the straight line, you put the dot in the middle of there, or the target, follow that straight line, you read off that 123 degrees. It's an obtuse angle, so you know which scale to use if you've watched the previous video. If it's an obtuse angle, it's got to be more than 90. So if you're using the wrong scale, it's going to be below 90 and you know that's wrong. So, obtuse angle, more than 90. North line at the from place, straight line to the to place, measure the angle between the two, and you're done. So, if I do that again, I can't get rid of this, unfortunately. No. But I can write over the top, so that's okay. If we did from Digbeth to Quinton, let's say this is Digbeth. And up here is Quinton. From Digbeth. So the north line, there'll always be a dot for the place name, so that you can work from the middle of it. So the middle of that dot and a straight line up, sort of. I can do sort of because I'm only showing you. In your exam you need to have a straight line. That's north. And what we do then, even though I've put it too far away, see if I straight up and get it. From the middle of the dot, down to the dot there at Digbeth, and you would measure this angle, straight line, target on the point in the middle, straight line. This isn't going to be exact because the thickness of the line, but it's an acute angle, so it's the lower scale, and it looks like about 30 degrees. And it's that simple, nice and easy. 2 lines to draw, a straight one at the front part, either there or there, depending on where the from is, from Digbeth to Quinton, from my house to work. So the north line goes in the from, you then draw another line to the 2, straight line with a ruler in your working out, please. Straight line, measure the angle between the 2, that's your bearing. And if you watch any films, especially old war films, ship's captains and submarine captains, you'll see them getting charts out and getting the bearings, where they've got to go. That's exactly what they're doing. That's where they are, that's where they want to be. They're getting the chart, they're getting the compasses, they're getting the protractor, and they're working out the bearing. They tell the helmsman the bearing, and he steers to that bearing. It's as simple as that. I've seen a couple of exams for level 2 under the new format at the moment, so far. And although this is in the curriculum, I haven't seen a question on it yet. But that doesn't mean you're not going to get one, because it is in the curriculum. It's new. Sooner or later they're going to put one in. So you must be prepared for it. And this is the problem that we have, in as much as there are about 14 different topics that we need to teach for maths level 1 and 2, about 14. But there's probably only going to be 5 or 6 in your exam, or maybe 7. But we never know which ones are going to be in. We know which ones are definitely going to be in. Fractions, decimals, percentages, they're going to be in there. Area, volume, perimeter, they're going to be in there. And averages, they're going to be in there. Anything else could be any of the others. So, although I've seen 2 or 3 exams since September, and this hasn't been in any of them, it will be in there at some point. So be prepared. Don't ignore it because I'm saying I've not seen it. It'll be in there at some point, and it could be yours. Okay, next time we're going to look at coordinates and how to plot.